Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Prince of Tennis 2005 Crystal Drive. We're in the middle of the M-1 Trial Singles Tournament, and this is going to be the semi-final round. So, we're going to be wrapping this up today. It has been, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately I should say, a super easy tournament. Had a little bit of trouble in the beginning, but for the most part, I can sadly just go through this by using my specials as per usual. It's probably going to be the last tournament, I think, where I'm going to be able to do that, because I'm pretty sure Spirit of Hardcore is going to be crazy hard, as will be the next tournament, which is Ultimate Doubles, which I talked about last time that I tried to do, and I was going to end up uploading today instead of that. But it was just balls to the wall hard. So I might as well enjoy this while I can, especially since in doubles I can't really like do a lot of specials often, so I might as well enjoy it now while I can. Go ahead and switch over to Yagi here, and then increase his power. I was gonna mention how I've faced off a lot of like high power players this entire tournament, which is kind of interesting, but thankfully I've only had my racket broken like maybe once. You know, Mizuki's grip is actually fine, it's at 4. I can pretty much say that about all his stats. They're all really good except his taunt and his quick are actually at 5. Everything else is kind of whatever. His praise and his control power, his C power I should say, not his control, are actually 2, so they're on the lower side, but yeah, he's pretty okay. So I don't really have to worry too much about him losing his racket. But either way, even if I did, there's no racket KOs. I think I remember turning that off in the settings. I was just so annoyed about in the beginning constantly getting racket KO'd and like losing the entire tournament that I, you know, it'd be like the semifinals, final set, and I would just lose because of that, especially like those big 5-set matches. I ended up turning that off, but I don't know if that actually affected the tournaments themselves. Possibly did, because I know I've set like the difficulty to be as hard as possible, but there are still tournaments like this one, for example, where are just super easy, even though this one's kind of in between, because like I said, sometimes the other team returns the ball, or the other player I should say, but more often than not, they just kind of let me get away with doing this right down the line. Not even like, you know, a complicated shot, and they're just like, oh no, ball got fast. So, that's too close. That's fine. And yeah, we'll be wrapping up this pretty soon. I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to rush through Prince of Tennis or anything like that. It's definitely been around for a long time, and there are definitely like a lot of other things that I'd like to work on at the moment. I will say that Prince of Tennis has kind of just been there, just been my old reliable, where, you know, if I don't know what to do or I'm in a slump or something like that, I can very easily rely on like recording these and, you know, put me in a better mood, and they make me feel like I actually did something, which is nice. But it's about time we wrap this up, huh? And you know, well, we've pretty much done everything we can. We've unlocked pretty much every character. There's maybe like, I don't know, 4 characters we haven't unlocked or something like that. Because I know there's like Smith you can unlock, and then there's like some lady. I don't really know who she is. And she might be Ryoma's mom. I'm not really sure. You can unlock her. And you can also unlock like Smith as a coach and stuff like that. But other than that, we kind of have everyone. There was one guy that there were 2 people that we should have unlocked, where I haven't been able to figure out how to get them yet. Because for some reason, I went through the requirement to unlock them and I didn't get them. But they were Sakura, which is like that little girl that's always, you know, thirsting over Ryoma. And she showed up in some tournament and she was like really bad, and I was making fun of her, and she kind of like, I think, beat us up a little bit. But I was planning on doing Spirit of Hardcore with her as a good send-off. You know, we'll go through what I presume to be the hardest tournament with the worst character in the game. But I haven't been able to unlock her for some reason. I forgot which tournament it was that I completed where she was supposed to be unlocked. Well, I'll try and just do something about that in between this episode and the next. And the other character was, there's some other character that makes an appearance throughout the series, who he, I guess, just shows up randomly in the manga, because I don't remember ever seeing him in the actual anime. He maybe might have shown up, but I guess he was just more important in the manga than he was in the anime. Yeah, because he made it into this game, is basically what I'm trying to say, right? But, I think the most recent tournament, I think it was like the mixed match tournament that I just did. I was supposed to unlock him from that, but I ended up not. For some reason, I was really confused about that at the end. I was just like, wait, what? Because I was actually planning him. No, it was before the mixed match tournament. Because I was going to use him in the mixed match tournament. But then I ended up not unlocking him, and I was just like, well, this is awkward. So I ended up using someone else as a replacement. But I think I used like Dan, or maybe it was Anne. I think I used Anne instead. I don't remember. But yeah, it was just very odd. That was not supposed to happen like that. So it puts me in a really weird situation where I guess I have to go back and replay all of those tournaments. Those like 2 tournaments where those characters were missing for some reason, and see if I maybe misread something. Because it's also the kind of thing where like these tournaments, they have they're in Japanese, and unfortunately the guy that I've been using doesn't know how to translate it. So I have to kind of like look at Japanese characters and match up what's in the game, and I can't even like look at it normally because I have to like go into like change the encoding to be like Shift JS or something like that, so it actually shows as Japanese characters, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then when I do that, I can try and compare the letters or Japanese character by Japanese character and try to see if they match up. Then I can finally, you know, try and see if I got the right tournament. But I thought I did that right, but maybe I didn't. But in any case, we're going to move on right away to the final round here. Going to be facing off against a team of captains, as seems to be per usual. So we got Tezuka, we've got Tachibana, and we've got, what's his name? It's Sendo, right? Yeah. Tezuka over here playing really aggressively, and then we got Yumi, I forgot how to say his name. Yumi, the like main guy from Hikidike. So got a pretty stacked team on the other side here, and we just got basic ass little Mizuki 4 times, and he's just crushing it, just straight up crushing it. Tachibana here is gonna eat some shit right there, and there we go. I think it's Tachibana Sakurai? No. Sakurai is a member of his team. So I don't really remember Tachibana's like actual name. That's his family name. His family name is Tachibana. His sister is Tachibana Ann. I don't remember what his like surname is or his first name. I think those are both the same thing, right? But that's fine. I'll just call him Tachibana. And I'm pretty sure that's what they call him in the series anyways, because you know the whole thing about respecting, I think it's respecting people's like first names, and you only really call them by first name if you're like, or I guess it's more about respecting family names. You only call people by first names if you're either A, being rude, or B, you're really, really close to them. So that's why everyone just calls Tachibana Tachibana. So I guess that's probably why they gave Anne such a simple like name, because it's just Tachibana Anne. So you can easily distinguish the two. But yeah, let's go ahead and take down these guys pretty handedly. I usually cut through these videos since I've been trying this new thing for this season, where I just kind of like record 2 rounds of a tournament in one video, just to sort of not so much speed through this, but like there are certain tournaments where it's just super easy, like this one, and most of the videos end up being like 5 minutes long. So it definitely helps out in those. And also there are sometimes in matches where it's just kind of like the same stuff going on. Like right now, it's just gonna be me serving and getting services, aces, and then the next one is just gonna be me spamming my special, right? We don't really need to see that multiple times, so I try to like save you guys the pain of having to go through that and cut through it. and just only try to leave in the presumably interesting parts. But this tournament has just been so quick, I couldn't even do that. So we'll just have to go through this as we used to back in the day, but just a double feature instead. It's gonna be, oh dear, I forgot he has a really hard, or a really fast special. Really fast serve, I should say, not special. Well, that's fine, because I got my basic ass special that you are too bothered to move to the to the other side of the court to actually hit. So that's fine, though. No, this is a thing different, or is it, no, it's the same thing. Okay. I thought he said something different, but no, it's the same thing. Really nasty combo that this game does sometimes is they can like use Tezuka and something like Mizuki, or there's another one that's really obnoxious that basically doesn't let you use specials at all, because Tezuka can use his Tezuka zone where every single shot you hit will automatically go back to him, because you know he's so great that he hits the ball with super magical spin that forces the ball to come back to him, or whatever, and he knows how you're gonna hit it, so whatever, right? All that nonsense. But the only way to fight that or combat through that is to use a special. The special can actually break through it, but you can't really do that if that gets sealed off. Alright, I had to go and answer the door. FedEx sent some giant 7-foot dude to come in, knock on my door, and then knock on my window. He's so fucking tall, he can easily reach over and knock on my house's window. But in any case, what the hell was I even talking about? Ah, shit. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the like wombo combo you can do with Tezuka and like I think Mizuki, and like some other of the coaches. But yeah, it just seals up and you just can't do anything because you just gotta sit there and watch as Tezuka returns all his shots, uses specials against you, and everything you do, you get a lob and it'll just magically rotate back into him, which is pretty tough sometimes. But let's go ahead and see if we can not Sendo, Sanada, that's your name. There we go. I was saying Sendo, I was like, that doesn't sound right. Sanada's your name. I think it's like Getchiro? Sanada? Something like that. There you go. It sounds similar enough, but I was like, no, Sendo sounds like a Hajime no Ippo character. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Which is ironic, because that is Mizuki's first name? Family name? I'm assuming it's his family name, because they know him as Mizuki, right? So this must be his like family name. So his first name is Hajime? Right? I believe that's how that works. But in any case, we're gonna go ahead and go through these guys and easily win the M-1 trial singles tournament, or the maximum overkill trial singles tournament, by just fucking spamming specials like no tomorrow. And we're gonna get what the fuck. Alright, so this is the guy that I was talking about that was missing before. Now we just unlocked him. I think we were supposed to get like a coach instead, but instead we're gonna get this guy, which is, you know, fine. I needed him, but I think we were supposed to get like Inui as like a coach or something like that. Whatever, man. Take care of yourself.